Hello, I am Manas Kumar, research scholar of the Department Library and Information Science of Guwahati University. First, I would like to offer my gratitude towards the organizer of this event, the chairperson of this session, Professor Sanjay Kumar Singh, and the co-chairperson of this session, Dr. Jebin Ahmed. I am going to present my topic live streaming an event of Google Meet in YouTube using OBS. Live streaming is the real-time streaming of media over the internet. It is recorded and broadcasted simultaneously. The live streaming services encompasses different type of event like concert, video, gameplay, conferences, classroom, webinar, promotion of new product, and many more. So why should we go for live streaming? Because there are many benefits of live streaming, like wider audience potential. Nowadays many people has internet connection, so people can watch a live streaming event sitting at their home using their smartphone or laptops. Then it is easy to interact in the streaming platform. People can interact using chat box of live streaming platform. Then it is cost effective as most of the live streaming platform offers this service free. It is really easy to access. People are accustomed with the live streaming platform like YouTube, Facebook, etc. So it is really easy to access the live streaming content. Then live streaming platforms offers analytics of the streaming video like total number of viewers, average mean view time, then total likes, etc. Some of the popular live streaming platforms are YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Periscope, and some of the subscription based live streaming platform are IBM Cloud Video, ByteCloud, Vimeo, etc. Among these, we are going to discuss about YouTube live streaming, which was launched in 2008. There are three options of streaming a video using YouTube: mobile streaming, webcam streaming, and encoder streaming. Encoder streaming is a third-party software which allows to use other add-ons like hardwares like amplifier, mics, cameras. It allows to capture many different inputs like gameplay, screen capture, then Windows capture, and many more. Some of the popular encoders are Open Broadcaster software, Stage 10, Streamlabs, XSplit Broadcaster, XSplit Gamecaster, Wirecast, and many more. Among these, we are going to use OBS, which is easy to use. It offers great performance. There are multiple options for input sources. It is free, and there is good community support for the OBS software, and there are many plugins available to add many variety of options in OBS. This is the OBS dashboard. The below we can see the tabs like scenes, sources, audio mixer, scene transitions, and controls. We'll only discuss about scenes, sources, and some of the control features. So since we can add scene clicking this add or plus button here, and we can delete a scene, selected scene, using this minus sign here. After adding a scene, which I have earlier added display camera, we can add the source for these scenes. Here it is, thus we have added source like video camera capture device, which is my webcam, and you can add other sources just clicking at this plus button. So if you are going to broadcast a Google Meet, the best options are to capture display, and next is browser. If we capture the display, then after capturing the display, we'll have to set the display without any disturbance. Better to add browser for sources in case of broadcasting a Google Meet. When we add browser, we can add the URL of the Google Meet to the browser. Now for broadcasting in YouTube, we have to set the YouTube server and stream key to the stream option in setting. So it is already selected as YouTube server as YouTube, and there are, we can see many other options also available like Facebook Live, Twitter and Twist. We can also customize the server if these servers are not working. Then stream key is the most important thing. We can get the stream key in our YouTube channel. We are going to show you the how to get the stream key for streaming. So in our YouTube, we can go to the create option here on the top right. There are two options. We'll go live. This will come to a dashboard, YouTube dashboard, which gives us the options to edit metadata and other aspects of the YouTube live. So in the stream setting here, we can get the stream key for our channel. So we have to copy this stream key and paste it to the stream setting options in our OBS. And we can edit the basic metadata of the video, like this is the title of the video, then who are the audience of your video, then the description, general description of the video, and we can change the thumbnail here. So after the getting the stream key, we have to put the stream key in this section, then click apply and OK. Now we are ready to stream our video in our YouTube channel. For this, we have to just click start streaming. So there will be a pop-up message. Are you sure you want to start the stream? We'll click yes, and the video will load to our YouTube page. So we can check the live button is here. We can see that it is going live. Our video is going live. If you want to end the streaming of our video, we have to just stop, click stop streaming. So There are some precautions to take. Among those precautions, in first of all is internet connectivity, because we'll need good internet connection to stream a video. For 720p, generally it takes 6 mbps internet connection, and it should be consistent. Then there are audio and video input quality should be good, because in some cases we have seen that in Google Meet the input is not good, so then definitely output will not be good. Time management, generally for when we have already announced an event, we should be punctual about the time. Then promotion of the event, to get good number of viewers, we should promote our event. I'd like to come for the conclusions. So we the librarians should cope up with the technological changes, because the technology is changing every day, and users are now technically savvy. So we also should apply our thoughts to this area. Then we should try different options to attract the users and audiences. And the main aspects of our community, that the offering the service of information need, the medium is changing, so we have to change with it to satisfy our users. So with this, I'd like to conclude. Thank you all.